My name is David, and today we're going to do a spark plug replacement on a 2006 Honda Accord 4-cylinder 2.4 liter. This will cover all the way from 2003 to 2007 Honda Accords. Yes. So the tools that we're going to need are just an extension, a breaker bar, and a spark plug socket along with the spark plugs themselves. And this thing which measures the gap. So we'll get to that a little bit later. So let's get started. The first thing is you want to tackle these 4 bolts, remove them, because the spark plugs are located beneath them. So let's go ahead and get started on that. After you unbolted all 4 screws, they use a size 10 metric. So put that there. And there we are. These are the 4 that we're going to tackle next. So once again, the size 10 again. It's a good thing that they're being so consistent. Go ahead and get this one. Okay, so what I recommend here is just gently pull it out. So you hear a little suction noise when you pull it out, but don't pull it all the way out. You pull it just out enough so you can unclip the connector here. Spark plug connector, and you do so starting with the rightmost one and proceed down to the leftmost one. Awesome. So when you're unclipping them, you should hear like a popping noise as well. That's when you know the clip has been released. And like I say, take it out one by one, and then it's a good idea to put them in order as you take it out. So maintain that order. Let's make it the second one. Third one. Fantastic. And now for the 4th one. Alright. We got all 4. Okay, so the next step is to actually take out the spark plug itself. So what I recommend to do is, with your extension and the spark plug attached, go ahead and spark plug socket, excuse me. Go ahead and slide in there. Make sure it's on good. You actually have a grip of the nut that's on the spark plug, and then go ahead and proceed to remove it. So let's go ahead and do that. Now that we have all 4 of the old ones out, kind of compare the condition. Overall, mine definitely needs to be replaced, and there's a little bit of burning oil, I believe, debris on mine. So anyways, the next thing to check is also this gap, and that's where this thing comes along. Unfortunately, my spark plugs did not come pre-gap to this particular car's specifications, which is 0.044. These I think came pre-gap at 0.035. So how to gap them is really quite easy. It's kind of hard to do with just one hand, but then basically slide in on smallest, and you keep sliding it until you're up to a 0.044, and then you repeat that for all 4 the spark plugs. Now it's time to get the new spark plugs in there. So I already did the first 3. I'm going to do the last one here. I started from all the way left all the way to right now. Kind of like the opposite way, but make sure you thread it in good. Make sure it's loose. You shouldn't feel any friction when you're doing this. Just go ahead and, a little tight in there. And go ahead and grab our breaker bar. So normally you should use a torque wrench for this, but unfortunately I don't have my torque wrench with me today. So I have to just suffice with my breaker bar. And so as long as I'm consistent, I think I'll be okay. But yeah, you guys should definitely get a breaker bar when you do that. I'm not breaker bar, but a torque wrench when you guys do this, and get them in spec. So like I said, I've done this before without a torque wrench on my other vehicles, and they seem to be fine. I got no engine codes, but just on the safe side, get a torque wrench. But I'm going to go ahead and finish this up, and then go ahead and put the connections on. Alright, time to put these guys in here. So I already did the first 3, doing the last 4 once again. So the way you do it is you just slide it in like so, but before you push it all the way in, make sure you get that clip in there. It's kind of the opposite of the way that we took it out, So make sure it clips in there and then firmly put it in there. Also locks into place. Make sure the holes line up before you're done here so you can put the bolts in. Alright, let's get the bolts in now. By putting the plastic cover on. So yeah. Huh, I think I got it backwards. Alright, let's go ahead and finish this job by putting on the plastic cover. So it's important to note that when you're putting the bolts on, put it on the, looks like the second one and the fourth one, counting from the left, that is. That's because the first one and third one get secured in the bolts from the plastic cover. Pretty interesting design. I've not seen this before, actually. Make sure it lines up well. And then don't forget the 2 bolts up there. And they are both 10 millimeter. Not 10 millimeter, but the metric 10 size. Yeah, 10. No, it's 10 millimeters. That's right. So after that, you're good to go. Start your engine, and then there you go. You completed your own spark plug change on a Honda Accord 2.4 liter 4-cylinder. All right, you guys have a good one.